All right, everybody, welcome into one more Free Money Friday episode. I'm your host, Nate Wallace, with Derek Hayes.
I
Uh,
hope you're ready for more kind of winning most of the time, but not all the time,
hey,
like 2 weeks ago.
hey, look, man, 2 weeks ago, it was an absolute home run. Last week, it was sort of a 50-50 proposition, but I thought we did
It was
pretty
a
dang good.
strong bloop single,
Hey, look, man, you can't go broke winning 51% of your bets, right,
right?
man? I love it, man.
It
I
was
love it.
all right.
Well, hey, man, I thought it was a fun week. We were just talking before we started recording on this deal. What a what a fun week of football it was. Just some monster performances. Super fun. Super fun.
Oh, yeah. If you took that Jonathan Taylor for 4+ touchdowns and Austin Eckler for 4+ touchdowns, like I recommended, you're sitting pretty right
You
now.
pay off your house.
Great holiday season. You're living large.
That's pretty awesome, man. That's pretty awesome.
It's wild
Well,
stuff.
well, Derek, talk to us a little bit, man. What do you see on the radar? So, I mean, I guess we'll start with like we did this last week and talk about college football.
We're not doing that anymore.
We're not no more college.
No.
It's not.
Take the
It's
Buckeyes. Take the Buckeyes.
okay. Buckeyes, check, done.
Buckeyes
Next.
-7. I don't trust Jim Harbaugh.
Okay.
Ohio State's got way too much firepower. It's going to be a fun game to watch. Other than that, I'm done with college until the next one.
It was kind of a rough start, I guess. Kind of a rough start on that deal. All right, brother. Well, what do you see on the radar? Where do you want to start? You want to start
Here's
with
well,
some player props, or do you want to start with some games? Or
well, I want to start by talking about the games. Here's the fun part. If you look at all of the lines this week, Nate, there is only one game that is a touchdown spread, and that's New England at home. And we are like every other game is 4 points or less, I think, in the spread,
wow,
which just like you and I were talking about,
that
I
never
just
happens, right?
love the parity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like there is no big favorite anymore. Everybody is vulnerable, makes it a lot of fun, and it makes it really, really difficult to bet.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
I'm
yeah,
staying away from lines this week. I don't have any teams.
dude.
Um,
Every week they pass around at work. Pass around like your picks for the week, and I I honestly think this year, if you just would have picked the opposite of what you thought would happen, you would win more than if you just
really
picked
is.
what made sense. Because
It's so
it
much
just,
fun though.
I mean, there has just been more games that I sit there and go, how did that happen? And we just sit there, "Oh, okay, well, it's upside down world, that's for sure.
Well, as a football fan though, I don't know how you can't like that.
No, no,
That's
so fun,
so
so
different
fun.
than so different than NBA.
I just wish my Denver Broncos didn't suck. That's just the biggest thing for me. It's so hard to watch.
Well, coming out of the bye week, I think we might see some different things. There's been a lot of trends with mediocre teams or marginal teams coming out of the bye week, and I think I'll just start right now. I
Yeah,
think
let's go.
the line is not up yet on Javante's
Okay,
rushing, but my guess is it's going to be in the 45 to 48 range,
okay,
and I am hammering the over. I'm
okay.
hammering it.
Yeah.
Usually, when teams that are kind of out of it, but they don't suck, and that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of the Broncos. We don't
Yep.
suck,
Yep.
but they're not in it.
They're
And
definitely on the outside looking in for sure. At
and
5-5
after a bye
too,
week,
right?
yeah,
I mean, we all would have taken 5-5. I think we all would have taken 5-5.
kinda, yeah. But the way it happened, it really is showing that we just beat the crap out of bad teams, and we're not good against good teams, except the Cowboys. But are
Yeah,
they?
right.
I don't know.
The
Nobody
worst
knows.
thing possible happened too in the last game. Shermer, no, no, in the Dallas game,
Mhm.
Shermer was out. No, no, no. It was the game after, right? Shermer was
Right.
out with COVID, and we thought that was going to be the game that the offense really started playing well because Shermer's not the one ruining it. And instead, we just lay a complete egg, and Shermer looked awesome, against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Kill
But what did he do? What did he do against the Cowboys? He
ran the
ball.
football. Yeah.
And they are going to do that again. Like, teams develop over the season. It really is a long season, even though it seems short and it's fun. Teams develop, and the Broncos are emerging as a true run team.
Mm-hmm.
The pass works better with that, everything. I think Melvin Gordon might be a decent over as well, but I really think they're going to start to lean on the rook that has proven it. He's not just a guy. He is proven that he's just the better back. You're going to start to see that separation at some point. And even if it truly is 50-50, he's going to get over 48. Now, if that line comes out and it's something stupid like 65 or something, then I might have second thoughts, but it's not going to be. It's going to be like 45 to 48.
I believe it.
I love it. San Diego cannot stop the run.
Okay. That's awesome. San Diego, they hung 41 or something in the last game, wasn't it?
Yeah, against Pittsburgh.
So my only fear there is that if they get out to an early start, 14-zip start or something, that would be the one, nail in the coffin there for the run game. I mean, because we won't stick to the run. We just won't do it.
That's more Pat Shurmur being scared, because the reality is, unless it's the fourth quarter and you're down 2+ scores, stick to your fucking game plan.
Yeah, it's so aggravating, man. I can't.
Just stick to it. Just run. But yeah, that's the only thing that scares me about that. But I love it. The other one, I will tell you, James Robinson this week. Okay, James Robinson, 66 yards, 66 and a half. Again, everything is and a half when I talk about James Robinson this week. Did you know he was the only running back all season to get, other than Najee Harris in like week 3, to get 100% of the running back touches, rushing or receiving? They use the shit out of this guy.
Wow.
And they are going to have a big week. Like, I'm a big fan of a couple of different Jaguars players this week against the Falcons. Falcons are terrible against the run, and James Robinson is going to feast this Sunday after Thanksgiving.
I like it. 66. You got the over on that one then.
66, hard over.
Good.
James Robinson. He's a 5-star.
Good.
This is a fun one. They released Philip Lindsay this week.
Yeah.
The Jets are the worst, and they've been getting even more bad.
You're gonna bet the over on.
I am betting the over
Johnson
on 25 yards for David Johnson rushing.
That's all they have him for?
25.
I mean, how can he not get it? Because they released the other two guys that were taking any touches from him, right? Ingram and not that Phillips Lindsay was getting any run at all.
He wasn't getting
25 yards. He has to get over that, right?
25. He's the starter.
Hopefully that's one run.
25 yards.
Geez, dude, that seems
super
low.
And I know he isn't the same guy, but it doesn't matter. This is one of those silly. You
could get 25 yards somewhere against those guys.
Yep.
Okay,
Big
I like
time.
it.
That's a good one.
I like it. Okay, good.
So that's all of my rushing guys.
Okay, those three. Would you parlay those if Javonte stays at that 45 to 48?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to pick 5 or 6 of these and then do some plays with the 5-team or 5-play, 4-play, 3-play.
Gotcha.
There's going to be some good stuff here, I think. This is going to be a good week.
Fun. By the way, did I tell you that I can't do any of these things in Utah?
Yeah.
The worst.
You can do the fantasy stuff with DraftKings.
Yeah, I can do that.
Do any of
I can do the DFS stuff, but
player props or anything like that.
You got it. Super aggravating. Whatever. I'm just gonna have to send you some dope.
Gross. That's fine. I'm in the debaucherous Denver area, so us heathens up here can do all your dirty work for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Anytime, bro.
All right. So what do you got for passing?
So for receivers.
Oh, receivers.
Yeah. So I'm going to start there. Actually, you know what? I only have one passer this week. It's been really erratic with the totals for passing yards. It's been an interesting year, but I will tell you, Lamar Jackson over the 236 yards against the Browns is a gem. Okay. It's a gem. Yeah. He's not going to be looking to run quite as much this week. He's still coming off a little bit of his illness. Right. I don't think he's going to be looking to run for 100 yards. He's going to be looking to stick around and pass. And the one thing you can really do against Cleveland is throw the ball. So I think he's going to have a big game passing. Yeah, he'll still get some rushing, but he's going to have a big game passing.
And it seems like I know that they've had like a ton of injuries on their running backs, but it seems like their receivers have actually, and I mean, Rashad Bateman's back now too, right? Yep. And I am just so high on Rashad Bateman. I don't know what it is. Like, he seems like the little whoopee right now for Lamar Jackson. Yeah. And you always have Hollywood over the top, you know what I mean? And so I'm a big fan of kind of what they've got going on there. And of course, they've got one of the best tight ends in the entire business. Yeah. I mean, I absolutely love Mark Andrews.
Bingo. So he can get it underneath with Mark Andrews, and then he can catch a big chunk with Marquise over the top. He's got a lot of weapons.
He really does. He really does. I like that. Okay, good. So over on the 236 versus Browns, good. Okay, so what do you have for receiving?
Now, here's the thing. I've been doing 10 each week. So this is 10 total, just so you know.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So we got our 3 running backs or 1 quarterback, which means I got 6 receivers. Okay. So get ready for this. Okay. Buckle up. DJ Moore.
Okay.
You talking about a whoopee. Yeah. Cam Newton's whoopee.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. 53.5. Okay. 53.5 against the worst pass defense on the planet in Miami.
Love it.
Okay. Especially for underneath receivers. He's going to get 6, 7, 8 catches, receptions this week. He's going to get his 54 for sure.
Love it. Okay.
Mike Gesicki.
Yep.
A giant wide receiver, technically listed as a tight end. They line him up outside.
He's been so good.
80% of the time they line him up outside.
Yeah.
Something Carolina is not really good at is stopping those outside guys, especially big body receivers. Over 3.5 catches. Wow. That's it. Yeah. If he gets 4 receptions, you're a winner. Love that one.
Love it. Yeah.
I'm going back to the well again with my boy Michael Pittman.
Okay, I like it. All right.
Here's the deal. Tampa Bay is the biggest funneling defense in the league right now. It's very tough to run on them. You can pass on them, and usually you have to because they can score. You're going to see where Michael Pittman, this is not going to be a giant Jonathan Taylor game. They're going to run, but Tampa Bay, especially after last week, is going to push the box, try and take away Jonathan Taylor. It's going to leave some stuff open.
If they don't stop Jonathan Taylor, they're in trouble. I mean, they have to. I mean, I totally agree. That definitely opens up.
Back and play a nickel against that team. Let's put it that way.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I love Michael Pittman over 4.5 catches.
Okay.
So all he needs is 5 receptions. Doesn't matter if they're short, long, or otherwise.
And he is the wide receiver 1 for sure on that team.
By far.
Yep.
By far.
Yep. I love it.
Okay. 2 more, and they're a little off the beaten path. And this is where you start to find some really good value. Just like David Robinson in the rushing game for 25 yards. Engram for the Giants.
Tell me it's 1.5. Tell me it's
1.5. So Evan Engram for the Giants.
Okay.
He is back into the fold. There's a lot of reports, and it's the squeaky wheel game, right? There's been a lot of reports of how they have to lean on him more. They need to use him more. He's their most talented receiver. And Danny Nichols, he's not playing that well, needs his whoopee.
Yeah.
So this week he finds his whoopee. Evan Engram, who was a first-round draft pick just a handful of years ago, huge talent. 39.5 yards.
Okay.
I bet he leads all of their receivers this week.
Okay.
So
yeah, I mean,
39.5.
he definitely has made a lot more noise the last 2 or 3 weeks than he has all year. So he definitely is trending in the right direction. So
this is going to be a good breakout game for
who are they playing?
I have it right here. They were. Oh, sorry. The reason I did this, they're at home against the worst team in the league against tight ends in Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
Terrible against tight ends. Don't worry. They're playing a lot better.
Oh, man.
The Eagles should be up in this game.
They're going to have to pass, yeah.
They're going to have to pass. So
yeah,
it'll be good.
That is true. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. That's good. Well, it seems like the Eagles have given up some yards, just not a lot of points, right?
Yeah. The defense is not spectacular, but they're opportunistic, and the offense has been running the ball, controlling it really well.
And their safeties are untackleable by Denver standards.
Right.
When they pick up fumbles.
Well, you don't even want to try. Like, you don't want to get on that post.
No, yeah, Darius Slay forever ingrained in my mind with the freaking Toreador cape.
If Pat Mahomes is diving at the feet of an intercepted ball, right?
I hope Carlos is listening to this.
Then Teddy Bridgewater should at least pretend to show effort. I don't think Pat Mahomes was truly trying to make the tackle, but he sure as shit was not going to be on a poster like Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, it was bad.
He wasn't going to be a meme.
It was so bad. And I wasn't the only one freaking out about that. I mean, there were all sorts of like national people. Like, did you hear what Mark Schlereth had to say about the deal?
I didn't. What did he say?
He basically said, he's like, listen, it's an embarrassment to the Denver Bronco organization. He says, if you think in my day that anybody ever would have thought that would have happened in a Denver Bronco uniform, look, he just was like,
the next day.
He really put it on him. Like he was not, mincing words at all. So sorry, that's totally off subject, but holy cow, what a shit show. I mean, oh my gosh. Unreal. All right, so I've got 4 receivers so far. I've got DJ Moore, Gesicki, Pittman, and Ingram.
Now you got 2 more here.
Okay.
Again, off the beaten path. It is rare in this world that I will take and I will put my own money on 2 Jacksonville Jaguars. But give me some Laviska Shenault.
Yeah, all right.
Over 45.5.
Okay.
Agnew, who was really kind of biting into a lot of the slot receiving yardage, is out.
Yeah.
Laviska is going to get a heavy dose.
He has to, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand how this guy has waited.
So good.
Ugh, it's so aggravating when guys won't get their star, really talented players.
He's their best offensive player.
Doesn't he remind you of Pittman, though, a little bit? Doesn't he remind
he's
you
not
of Pittman?
as big.
He's not? I thought
he's not as big as Pittman.
Maybe he's just really thick or something like that. I don't know.
No, he's a big-bodied slot receiver, which is rare.
Okay.
He's a big dude.
No, for real.
Dynamic with the ball in his hands. Yeah. He's a special player who just hasn't quite emerged. At some point, when he's forced into the role, they're going to push him the ball. And this is that week, especially against the Falcons.
Is he about the same size as Deebo Samuel?
No, Deebo's shorter, but
is
Deebo's built like a brick shit house.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, they both seem like they're kind of a similar, broad build. I mean, he's really big, I guess.
Pittman's a big guy. Pittman's 6'3", something like that.
Okay, gotcha.
6'3". Yeah, he's a big
dude. He seems real thick, too. He doesn't seem skinny at all. Yeah.
No, he's a bigger body guy. Laviska, though, is really quick. This is going to sound crazy, a little off topic. The player he reminds me the most of is Christian McCaffrey. Ultra quick. Just powerful for his size.
Yeah, the guy the lower body. He's got a huge lower body, like monster.
Just dynamic. Yeah. He's a good player that people don't know about, but they will.
Yeah, and I really like Laviska a lot. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, let's hope he gets it because, geez, holy crap. Okay, what do you got?
Oh, I know it. And last one, this guy. So, Jacoby Myers is kind of the number 1 receiver in New England.
Yeah.
But the real number one has started to emerge. And again, if we're talking whoobies, just go-to guys against a defense that really is not capable of stopping go-to guys, take Kendrick Bourne over the 34 against the Tennessee Titans. It's going to be it's going to be a good one. If you look at his last several weeks, he has truly emerged as one of the go-to guys, and he's not fast. The guy is not fast. He's just good at football.
Gotcha.
And Mac Jones, who's also not dynamic, but is just good at football.
Yeah.
We'll find Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah. I like it. Where did do you remember where Bourne played? I remember
in college.
Yeah, do you remember?
No flipping idea.
It's sort of weird. I keep seeing his name, but he's only he's not a rookie. Is he a second-year player?
No, he's like a third-year guy.
Okay, yeah,
guy, something like that. He's been around for a minute with the 49ers.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, gotcha. Okay, because I remember is there any other Bournes out there, or is it just Kendrick?
Just Jason.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Take the over. Jason Bourne.
I hate you so bad. Freaking love it. 34 over. Okay, I got it. So you were saying earlier that you wanted to maybe do some of these 2 touchdown parlays and make it our thing.
So here's the deal. The reason I love these is because this stuff with the parlays, you don't have to hit all the time. Yeah. You just need to hit once. So I'm going to give you something that if you put $10, not 100, like a big baller.
Yeah, asterisk time. Yeah.
$10 would pay you $6,100.
Holy freak.
It's too good to pass up.
Okay,
just give it to the book.
Okay, I like it.
And just have some fun.
That's right.
So last week, I'd want to say I had my 2 touchdown parlay, and it was Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, and Joe Mixon. So Dalvin Cook and Nick Chubb both had one in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Great start, just didn't end up happening. And Joe Mixon, the Raiders. Great bet. Doesn't matter that it didn't hit. It was such a high payout. It was the right play.
Yeah.
This is also the right play. Take Javonte Williams.
Okay.
2 touchdowns.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
Man.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
So tasty.
Okay. I love it.
Take James Robinson. 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
That one's a lock. That one he's your 4 touchdown guy this week.
I love it. Okay.
I'd love it if I had him on my fantasy team, but I don't. And then this is an odd one because I just said he's not going to run much, but around the goal line, watch Lamar get 2 touchdowns on the ground.
I like it.
$10.
So you're saying $10 pays out $6,100.
Pays $6,700.
Holy mother, that is awesome.
So I'm going to put 1,000, and you won't see me.
You'll never see me again.
We're good.
Yeah, that's nice, man. You'll add a couple zeros to that, right? Okay, $670,000. You can do that, bro.
That's good. Yeah, we're good to go.
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to be fun. It's a fun week. I love doing this, Nate. This is going to be a winning week. Remember, guys, when we talk about this stuff, there's no such thing as a lock. I'm never going to tell you all these are going to hit. This is based on data. This is based on research. This is based on my brilliant football knowledge.
Well, you're not going to get any better than this, Peter.
And a winning week coming.
Well, I freaking love it, bro. I freaking love it. Well, I appreciate it, bud. Well, good luck to everyone out there. Good luck when you're putting a little bit of dough on the line. Obviously, we're talking about having fun here, not betting your friggin' house payment or anything like that, but have a little fun and play with some house money.
Yeah. Unless it's on James Robinson going over 66. That's
the deal, right?
Kids, college funds, mortgage, retirement, 401k, cash in your Bitcoin. It's fine.
That's the big one. If there's a lock this week, it's that one right there, huh?
Sure to go under now.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, Sex Mental Life Podcast, Free Money Friday. We'll see you guys next week.